Welcome and congratulations. We are truly excited that you are a part of Legal Shield and especially happy that you're a part of our performance family. I'm going to spend the next few minutes introducing ourselves and then giving you some tips on key factors that are going to help you become extremely successful here. I'm Teresa Acoin and this is my husband, Frank Acoin. Here are our children, Bryant and Charla, and our precious grandchildren, Parker and Skylar. And we appreciate Legal Shield so much because of Legal Shield, we've been able to do so much with our family, with our children and grandchildren, and we've been able to do so much for them. It has truly been a blessing. Now, my background is teaching. I had a master's degree and taught school for 8 years and had my first child and discovered daycare cost and travel cost added all together on a teacher's salary. It was not very pretty. So I decided to stay home and raise my children from home and get involved in the business world with my husband, Frank. Now, when we started out together, he was cutting grass. Frank does not even have a high school education. And I'm telling you that because I want you to know it does not matter in Legal Shield how old you are, where you're from, who your parents are. It doesn't matter what your background is. All of that doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter. You can be successful here, irregardless whether you have a professional background or you've never worked in your life, because our system flat out works. Now, just to give you a little more history here, I want you to know that although Frank did not have a formal education at all, he did not even go to high school. He actually became known in the business world. He opened several companies and started several companies. And as a result of his influence in the marketplace in the Charleston, South Carolina area where we live, he was elected by the Chamber of Commerce one year as Businessman of the Year. And following that, he was elected as Businessman of the Year for the entire state of South Carolina. And he's received numerous other awards. He's been written up in various publications. And I'm telling you that really kind of to brag on my husband because I'm very proud of him. And he's just brilliant with his wisdom and helping people move forward in life in all different areas. But I'm also telling you that because I want you to know where you are today does not have to be, and hopefully won't be, where you want to be years from now. We are in charge. We can make decisions to move forward in life. And that's what it's all about. The journey is fantastic. And when you're working with Legal Shield, you have such a bright future. So let's get into it a little bit. Our slogan for our team is dream, achieve, and inspire. And there's real meaning behind this. You see, let's start with dream. And I'll tell you, most adults have forgotten how to dream. I think most young adults have forgotten how to dream. I see young adults going and getting a second job and a third job. And sometimes older adults, it's not just young adults. I'm just saying that for something to change, we have to change. And we have to open up our mind to the possibilities of where we can go in life. It's not just about paying the bills today. Now, that's important, but we've got to look beyond that. We've got to allow ourselves to come out of that paradigm of negative thinking and closing us into a world of non-possibilities, into a world of extreme possibilities. We have seen people in this company, in Legal Shield, go from nowhere in life to everywhere in life to becoming millionaires. So I'm telling you, it is all possible here. And I want to work with you a minute on this because it's important for you to have in front of you, in your mind, very clearly, some goals, some desires, some dreams. You've got to allow yourself to do that. Quite frankly, if you don't have a real reason for doing this, a real goal, a real desire to accomplish something here, you probably won't do it very long. But if you do have something serious in mind to accomplish here, to accomplish in your life, and Legal Shield can be that vehicle, you will do great here. That is one of the most important things to clarify as you start your business. So maybe you just want to pay off your credit card debt right now. Maybe you're sick and tired of worrying about the bills and not having enough money at the end of the month. Well, you can accomplish that here. Maybe you're sick and tired of paying so much in taxes. If you're working for someone else, you certainly are paying the most in taxes of anybody, the highest percentage, because if you look at what you make and what you take home, there's a wide discrepancy there. But as a Legal Shield business owner, you now get business owner tax deductions. It's awesome. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep, right? Maybe you want to spend more time with your family. Now, they say it's important to spend quality time with your family, but some of us don't even have time to spend that quality with our family. Maybe you want to take your family on a vacation. Just have fun with them. Most people have 2 or 3 weeks off a year. And you know what? A lot of people don't go on vacation, they go on a staycation. They stay at home and they clean out the garage. You deserve vacations. You deserve to be able to take your kids to Disney World, to go on a cruise, to do the things, to travel. You deserve that. And open your mind up to those possibilities. This can be you. It will be if you stick to this. Maybe you want a new home. Maybe you have been living in a rental, an apartment, a mobile home, or a small house, or whatever. Maybe you just really desire to have a beautiful home that you're excited to have your family and friends come over to see and visit. Maybe you really have a desire to write a book, to make a difference in the world, to send a message out to the world. Maybe you have a book inside you, but how do you have time to write a book when you're working all the time, right? This business can give you that time back. Maybe you just want to be able to play in your garden and do the landscaping and things around your yard and without feeling guilty, without worrying about the time you're spending out there. Maybe you want to do something for your relatives, your grandmother, your mother. Maybe they're still working because they can't live on their pitiful retirement. They need help. You can help them. So many of our associates have done just that. Maybe you want to give back to your church and give back to the community more. Maybe you want to build a church. Maybe you want to build an orphanage like our wonderful friends, the Milias, have done through Legal Shield. They now have an orphanage in Guatemala that they built through this business. Maybe you are sick and tired of being around negative people and not being appreciated for what you do. Maybe you are ready to be recognized for the good that you're doing. In corporate America, most of the time you're recognized mostly for what you do wrong. Here, it's the opposite. There's so much encouragement and so many positive people around you. In fact, a lot of people tell us that they love Legal Shield just because they're around so many positive thinking people. That is very, very important. So I don't know what your dreams are, but please allow yourself to dream. Please allow yourself to open up the possibilities in your head that you can have a different life, a wonderful life, a year from now, 5 years from now. Listen, a year's going to pass by anyway. So is 5 years and 10 years, right? You might as well grab a hold of your dreams and really move forward with them here. Now, I want to talk to you about the second word, achieve. Because, of course, we've got to work on achieving the things that we need to do to become successful here in Legal Shield. And thankfully, it's very simple. The first thing you want to do is launch your business and Fast Start Qualify. Now, launching your business, what does that mean? Well, it means starting with your grand opening, of course. That's what most of us do. Have a bunch of people over. You'll learn how to do this. It's very simple and easy. We call it a private business reception. I like to call it a grand opening myself. And you can have a private conference call. It's a grand opening on the phone for all your friends and family. You'll be doing these things with the person who brought you on board or their upline support. And Fast Start Qualify, that means you get your first check and you move up a whole level so that you now are in position to earn overrides and a lot more income. And become a recruiter in this process. Yes, we want to sell memberships. We always do because it empowers families all across North America. We need to do that. But most of those people want to make more money too. We want to become recruiters to grow a huge team all across North America. That's the way we get to the most people, not doing this all by ourselves. So become a great recruiter. And then the second thing you want to do is you want to focus on the Performance Club. You want to make sure that you get in it your first month. It's just 5 points. You'll learn how easy that is to do. And after doing this for 12 months, you are in position to take part in our BMW program, or if you don't want the $500 BMW bonus every month, you can take $300 cash every month. There's a vacation program attached to this as well. This is our consistency program. It is all of us doing a little bit every month, month after month. 5 points is not that much. So that is a real important basis for your future success. The third thing you want to do is to become a core leader. Now, what is a core leader? A core leader knows the 10 core commitments. You'll learn about these, and they're very simple. There are things that we do daily, there are things that we do weekly, there are things that we do monthly, and there are things that we do once a year. Anybody can do these things. In fact, it's so simple. Many people look at this list and they say, there's no way I can get wealthy doing this. But that's the genius of the whole thing. That's the brilliance of it. Because, see, if you do something that somebody else cannot do, your growth stops. There's no duplication going on. If you want a large organization, you must be duplicatable. It means whatever we do to grow our business needs to be something that a professional person would be comfortable doing and excited doing, and a person who's never worked before, a single mom maybe who's never worked, would also be able to accomplish and do easily. And it is. We've had kids in college making more than the professors they were being taught by because they used our simple system. And becoming a core leader means you're just following the system, the 10 core commitments. And then focus on qualifying power 20. That means between you and your team, whether you've got a handful or more or whatever, all of you together, market 20 memberships in a month. Now that counts people that you're recruiting who get a membership and the whole works. That'll be something that you hopefully do in your first few months. Now, after we do, those are the basics that we do. And believe me, those three things, if we just do them over and over, you will move up the scale. You will move ahead. The third word is inspire, because see, as we're building our business, we want to inspire everybody that comes into our business to move up, to do more for themselves, and to reach more successful levels, and that will happen. So learning to inspire people isn't something we're born with naturally most of the time. For most of us, none of this stuff is natural. We have to learn it all, but you can learn it. And inspiring other people starts with you dreaming and knowing where you're going with this business. It's like a magnet. When you know where you're going and you're clear on it and you know you're going to accomplish whatever it is, then people follow people who are certain about where they're going. It's like magic, actually. So that's why we started with that. You've got to be clear on where you're going. Then you've got to take the steps to achieve the success here in Legal Shield. And that in itself is setting the example. Both of those things are very inspirational to other people around you. So once you're Power 20, your next focus is going to be Executive Director. So you move from 20 memberships in a month to a total of 50 between yourself and your team. And then when you help somebody achieve Executive Director, you move to Bronze, and then Silver with another executive, and Gold and Platinum with 4 Executive Directors. And then you're a part of Platinum World after you have done that, after you've been Platinum for 12 months. Let me just give you a taste of what's in your future. When you're Platinum for just 3 months in a row, you get a $10,000 cash bonus and a $1,000 a month lifestyle bonus every month as long as you're Platinum. When you hit the 6th month mark as a Platinum, you're going to get a $1,500 lifestyle bonus every month. So they increase it from $1,000 to $1,500. And of course, you get a lot of other things, upgrades on the annual incentive trips. I'm not going to go through it all here. But when you hit that 12-month mark as a Platinum, you not only get invited on the Platinum retreat, the last one was in London, and you get upgrades on all the trips and things like that. You get to participate in the Platinum pool sharing, and guess how much you get as a cash one-time bonus for being Platinum for 12 months? $25,000. Now, your lifestyle bonus increases to $2,000 a month, or you can participate in the Bentley Luxury Car Program. There's a lot of wonderful things in your future here, I'll tell you that. Then you can qualify for Performance Club for life. When you have 25 people in your organization spread out across 5 or more legs, you don't have to do your points anymore. Your team does 25, and that counts for yours. Pretty cool. And I'll tell you, the prestigious ring program is something you really want to be focused on, especially once you get to Executive Director, because you're in positions to start earning 6 figures a year. And this will happen, probably whether you, in fact, when we eclipsed $100,000 in 12 months, I didn't even realize we had done it. It didn't seem like we were working that hard, but we eclipsed $100,000 in our first 12 months. And then there's a recognition for $250,000, a half a million a year, and even $1 million a year. And you can see the rings here. So your future's bright. You have so much in front of you, but we all started at the beginning. Now, I want to give you a little secret, a little insight, and that's got to do with recruiting and compound recruiting, and how what you do now makes a big difference over time. It kind of creates a tidal wave, but some people don't ever create that tidal wave. So I want you to know about it today so you can start creating that tidal wave of new recruits and growth in your business. It's real momentum here that we're talking about. So if you recruit 1 month, one per month, one new associate per month, that's a good goal. And if everybody in your organization follows you, duplicates what you're doing, and they do the same thing, then the first month, they'll be you and your first person. The second month, you both go out and get one more, and there's four. The third month, basically you're doubling every month because everybody's doubling themselves or getting one more. There's 8 the third month, 16 the fourth month, and 32 the fifth month. That's good growth. But let me show you what a little difference now how it makes a big difference over time. This is the 2 a month program. You can do that. You could recruit 2 people tomorrow if you wanted to. But look at the difference. You end up by the 5th month with 152 associates compared to 32. See, you set the pace. What you do is going to duplicate, and usually it's not more, it's usually less. So you starting with 2 a month, if you end up somewhere between 32 and 152, that's great. But let's look at 3 a month. You end up by the 5th month with 540. So my goodness, what if you recruited 4 a month? I'm telling you, what you do sets the pace for your organization. So becoming a massive recruiter and helping every one of those new recruits fast start qualify and work through those first 3 steps we started with, that is where the secret is. And that's no big secret, but that is the secret to a huge, ongoing, growing business. So launch your business. Get your grand opening set. Set 1 or 2 of those dates for your PBRs with your upline support, and set those times for your private conference calls, and start getting the tools out and learn how to follow up with your upline support using them and leaning on them at first.